Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SHMP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Wednesday, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And after today's price movement, some updates here need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning and just get rid of that line up there. Sure, that level still pertains. It's just not relevant right now. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter because there's lines and all over the place, and that can lead to confusion. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. The first update, though, that does need to be made comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So in the event the price does turn around and making another attempt back to the upside, 44 cents will be that initial hurdle that needs to be cleared. Yeah, you still have that overall level up at 48, but before you start talking about doing battle with 48, like I said, in the near term, that first key battleground is right there at the 44-cent mark. Now, what about levels of support? From the overarching perspective, and I get it, there was a pullback today, but overall, everything is still bullish. What gives me the right to say everything is still bullish? Well, it's all about that pink line there, which on my chart is denoting the 200-period simple moving average. And even if you have a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 200-period, and you know that especially when it's upsloping like this one is, so very clearly upsloping. But when you have an upsloping 200-period moving average, as long as the price is above it, that does imply that the overall trend, you still got to give to the bulls advantage as far as big picture perspective. Now, I get it. If you're some sort of day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 10 minutes, well then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty bad. But I am definitely making these comments geared towards those that care about the grand scheme of things. And from the grand scheme of things, because the price is still nicely up above a strong upsloping 200-period moving average, that is why you still have to give the advantage to the bulls. So yes, there was a pullback today, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see that the price does still have an opportunity to continue on with the trend by staying up above that pink line. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.